So I was working at the time, working from home, teleworking back in the room, minding my business on the phone with my supervisor. Jessica, you tell your side while I pull up the note.
So someone knocks on the door while I'm in the living room with Sincere. I went to the peephole. I didn't see anybody. So I'm like, okay, maybe they got the wrong door. They knocked again, but when I looked at the peephole again, I didn't see anyone. So I'm like, is someone playing? Like, so I asked Bond, was he expecting anyone? Because someone is knocking at our door, but I'm not seeing anyone in front of our door. And me, I'm not opening the door if I can't see who's in front of my door. That's just, I don't operate like that. But I'm not green like that. But so I went and got Bond, and Bond goes and opens the door, but there's a note at the door. There's no one there, but there's a note.
There's a note. The note reads, please, can you guys please stop stumping when you guys walk? As we all know, these walls are thin. You guys aren't the only ones with kids. Mine got wake up a lot from yours walking, and your kids running everywhere, day and night. They never walk. They run back and forth all day and night. I never called and complained, so please, can you guys consider the people below? That means banging on the wall. That's me banging on the wall, asking the stumping to stop. Please. Now,
we don't got kids. We got one.
No. So now, again, I'm on the phone with my supervisor, just trying to do my work, trying to help the American people. And Jessica knows not to bother me when I'm working, but she called me. I ignored it. She comes back and knocks on the door. I kindly asked my supervisor to place on hold for a second. I opened the door. I said, what's going on? I'm working. She said, are you expecting somebody? I said, no. She said, somebody knocking on the door. I said, what? For one, if you're not my family, don't come to my door. We supposed to stay 6 feet away, so you shouldn't be coming to my door for nothing, unless you dropping off a package. But I opened the door. I just read you what the letter said. Immediately, I got to figure this out. Like, I know I'm working and I know I have my supervisor on hold, but for one, I feel disrespected because they came to my door. Then I must say, I didn't read the pleases. I skipped right over that and zoomed in to where he said, your kids is running back and forth all day and night, and your kids is stomping all day. And when some people say things about your kid, going back to a topic that we were just speaking about,
it's a different level.
It's a different level. You get a different reaction. So immediately, I say, okay. I get back on the phone, tell my supervisor I'm going to have to give her a call back. I get off the phone, I put a shirt on, I grab Success, and we're headed downstairs. I tell Jessica, because once she reads the letter, she's hot. I tell Jessica, stay up here.
Yeah,
I tell Jessica, stay up here. Stay up here. Let me see. Let me go check it out.
Now, I'm willing to go to jail about mine.
Now, immediately, I'm so mad. But at the same time, I know I'm smart enough to know that Jessica shouldn't be coming down there because I know she's hot-tempered. And even though I'm like raging, I said, okay, let me take Success down there to just let them know, like, for one, it's stay-at-home orders. What in the world do you want us to do with our children? What on earth? And secondly, he's one. You right. He not walking nowhere. All he know is run and play. And nothing is changing about that. However, I knock on the door. Young man opens the door. I asked him, hey, is this yours? Like, did y'all write this? He had a look on his face like, man, as if he wasn't the one that wrote it. However, his family wrote it. So he's like, yeah, man, just the noise, the running back and forth. We wasn't trying to complain or anything, but and then so I had Success with me in my arms. One reason I brought him with me because I know not to act. I'm never gonna take it there with my son right there, unless like we threaten and it gotta go that way. But I wasn't gonna go that way. I just want to communicate with him and show him, hey, who you writing this letter about is this adorable blessing right here, and he's only 1 year old. We can't control him running back and forth. And you know, every time I get off of work, we go to the park so we can run and play, because he get tired of being in the same place. We all are tired of being locked down. That's why everybody wants to just go out. However, we have to be smart. So as I'm speaking to him, I'm telling him, hey, we aren't able to, right now it's stay-at-home orders. So, you know, I don't know what you really want to do. He understood. He said he thought that maybe it was an 8 or 13-year-old, so you could tell him like, "Hey, can you sit down and not stop stomping?"
Our son is big, but he ain't that big.
Yeah, he may look 3, but he's only 1. So he understood it. I told him, "Hey, man, if you know, we not trying to disturb you or your kids, because we understand it. We not definitely not trying to disturb your kids when they sleeping. If for some reason you have any issues, please." Call me, or I gave him my number. Send me a text, and I'll try and see how I can work it out. I'll try and see how we can figure it out. He sent me a text later on, just apologizing. He actually apologized twice. I believe his name is Mr. Rodney. We were good. As soon as I came upstairs, I told Jessica it's good. Don't worry about them downstairs. They good people. We gotta understand it. It's cool. Later on, this is the reason why you have to act as adults and communicate, and not just be at rage and be ready for war. Later that day, we got another knock on our door. Jessica opens the door. It's Red Lobster right at the door. Jessica is thinking, man, Uber Eats somebody gonna order Red Lobster, and Uber Eats gonna left it at the wrong door. I said, what? I look at my phone, neighbor downstairs texts me, "Hey man, I'm sorry about earlier today. I just went out, picked up some food for my family. I just wanted you to let your wife know, hey, don't throw the food away. It's fresh. I just got it. Shrimp Alfredo, crab legs, and I have some chicken fingers and fries for little man." Nothing but love. Nothing but love. That touched my heart. Nothing but love. And I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. I believe his name is Mr. Rodney, but you know, who live up under us. We appreciate it. That meant a lot to us. So, you know, that just tells you sometimes, you know, the disrespect or the respect level has to be
equal.
It has to be equal. I respect what you have going on downstairs. You respect what we have going on upstairs. If it's an issue, please just call me. We don't have to get anybody else involved. And, you know, we had a great dinner. So we just want to thank you.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
We thank you. And we're just going to end it off in that. End in love. You know, even when you're at rage sometimes, and when you upset about something, just go try and communicate, try and talk about it, and then you want to end things off with love, because it can always go a different way, and you don't want it to go that way. And that's for anybody that's listening to this. So if you listen to this episode, the main things is spread love and be safe. We thank you all for listening to our podcast. Please leave us any messages, voice messages, or send us a message via DM on our Instagram, The Birth of Success Podcast, or via email at thebirthofsuccesspodcast@gmail.com. This has been a very raging, important episode, to say the least. Very emotional, and I appreciate you all for listening. Again, I'm your host, Savon, aka the Father of Success, and our lovely co-host,
Just the best.
logging out. You all be blessed.